Hallo, 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 hallo. Ek is hier by Mercedes se stalletjie, soos julle daar kan sien. Ons kyk 'n bietjie na hierdie Unimog. Hulle het spesiale duitser vir ons ingevoer vir hierdie storie. Hi, I'm Andre.
I'm Mario.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Okay, so tell us a bit more. Where can it go? Apparently it can go nowhere.
The Unimog.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see it that way, it goes actually everywhere we can imagine. I mean, there are some limits. Physics is physics. But we try to cheat.
But just physics.
Just physics. We try to cheat physics in a nice way with a lot of brain.
Okay.
So,
come tell me a bit about it. Let's get in
let's
here.
start from the front. So
Okay.
So the first difference you see to a normal truck is we have the cabin a little bit slightly behind the axle, which gives you a better driving performance or off-road purpose. So that means you're sitting behind the axle. So on a normal truck you sit on the axle when you go off-road, so you do all the movements together with the axle on a cab-over engine.
Yeah.
In the Unimog design you're sitting behind the axle, so it gives you more comfort on the Unimog when you're riding off-road, so you do not get this quick tired. So
Okay.
also is already inboard hydraulic system to drive winches, shuffles, applications if you want to. Up to 210 bars you can go, or 250 bars, sorry.
Yeah.
So up to 250 bars, so you can drive your winches, shuffles, whatever you want to install. And we have also already preparations towards the frame, which actually helps to not stiffen up the frame. So you can mount your winch already on the prepared front side.
So you can mount the winch.
Exactly.
And I guess that's to pull out the other buckies and stuff. That's why the winch they be there.
Yeah,
the other vehicles.
The other vehicles, don't name it. So,
could you get in that side? Okay, we'll get on this side.
Yeah. First up on Sunny and
Aha.
So it's a very down-to-earth truck. So as you see, everything is high up, even the radios. The reason is that you put a hose pipe and clean out the truck after the ride or after the work. Then you've got coil springs, as you see down there.
Ja, kyk die coil springs hier onder.
Which limits us on weight, of course, but on the other side it gives us a huge flexibility on off-road purpose.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, what is different, we've got portal axles. So it looks like, so if you look in front of the axle, it's not symmetric with the center of the tire or of the wheel.
Yeah.
It's a little bit further up, like 150 mils.
Yes.
So it gives us more ground clearance. But the other advantage is that I have my gears in the wheel cubes. So that means I can transmit 810 Newton meters depending on which wheel I do have grip. So the control units will transmit the power to take the Unimog out of a critical situation with fully laden with the permissible gross vehicle weight. Sorry.
Daar gooi 'n bietjie Duitser vir ons daarso.
Ja, I
just get it up tot die Duitser kan choke ook so 'n bietjie.
Ja.
Ek wil julle net bietjie wys hoe lyk dit hier binnekant.
So we go in, Andre. Yeah. As you see, down to earth, nice dashboard, easy peasy. So a lot of switches and a lot of buttons, like in old days. No, not really.
Where's the buttons, eh?
So we have here the hydraulic drive. We have here the PTO. In that case, is a high power torque output PTO. Yeah, we call it N16. But you can have it also for water pump. Then we have the auto changer. You can drive it also on manual and a foldable clutch down there for emergencies, or if you prefer to work on loose ground with the clutch.
Laat ek dit vir julle wys. Daar is die foldable clutch.
Yeah.
Here we go. Maar, thinking case.
Yeah.
Baie cool.
Yeah. So what else do we have? Something that's quite brilliant actually. That's what we call the quick reverse, that button.
Yeah.
So when you're stuck and you want to start rocking out the Unimog critical situation, you do not have to seek for the reverse gear. Just press the button.
Excellent.
Off. Press again, forward, and then you start to rock. Okay?
That is baie cool.
Yeah. Then on the other side, we've got the tire inflation system. As you can see, that one. So you can de-inflate up to or down to 1.5 or inflate up to 6.8 bars. Yeah, which helps you actually to in critical situation, loose ground, to expand your tire. Yeah, that you have more grip.
So you can
decrease, so tire gets larger, you have more grip on the ground. Yeah.
Excellent.
So you have the working gears, Yeah.
Ja,
So the working gears is actually when you're on heavy off-road and you can't get through, you just reduce it once again.
Yes.
Or if you have some application for agriculture, road maintenance, whatever, yeah, that you.
This is this one.
That's the donkey and the rabbit, yeah. So it helps you actually to maintain a certain speed range. So if you put it on the donkey, it goes from 1.9 up to 22 kilometers an hour.
And then we can. Excellent. En as jy dan net hier kyk ook agter. Ek moet sê hy sit actually nie so sleg nie, hoor. Baie beter as 'n gewone lorry. Met hierdie ding gaan ek iewers heen. Ek moet hom nou net 'n ordentlike spasie agterin. Oh, coach. Atosie. Lekker agterin.
Ja, for people.
Maar vir julle gooi vinnig daar en ek het ons hier agter gekyk. Ja.
Something what is nice is actually so the suppliers or bodybuilders, they do not have to touch our wire harness.
Ja.
Because we have a nice 30 pole plug.
Baie cool.
Yeah. Also, as you see, brake fluid, steering fluid, all high up. Yeah, because we have fording capability up to 120.
Yes.
Real fording capability approved by military, which means it's not water passage. Fording capability for us is understanding is a standard code. So it's this understanding you drive into 120, switch off the engine, leave it for 2 hours, switch on the engine again, and then it's approved. Yeah?
Then it's
real
approved.
military, yeah. So as you can see also...
Quickly, could you just tell me about the angles? I guess
so
the
you have a
guy...
ramp angle of 38 degrees, tipping angle of 38 degrees also, slope climbing 100% or 45 degrees, angle of approach without winch 44, so be careful when you mount a winch that might decline your approach angle.
Yeah.
But the good bodybuilders, they build it the way that you keep the 44. Yeah.
And
so as I said, fording depth 120, 44 degrees, like entrance angle and exit angle 51 degrees.
Yes.
Yeah, depending how you build up the top of it. Yeah? So as you can see, we have also a gooseneck frame. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's actually the fantastic engineering piece where we cheat physics. So
Yes.
first of all, the frame does a 30-degree torsion.
Yeah.
So it really torsions 30 degrees the frame. Why? Because the gearbox, for example, is not attached to the engine. Yeah.
Yes.
It's detached. So that means it moves completely separately from the engine.
Yes, that's interesting.
So it allows actually that the frame can work, yeah, because we want to have an effect like cat hunting, always the paw on the ground and the unit straight, like a cat. Yeah?
Like a cat.
Yeah.
So let me just get to some of the practical stuff. Ek wil net hier bietjie wys oom agter kan nie rarig hier inkom nie. Hoe sy besigheid is, maar just quickly just to finish off here. Oh, yes, kyk hierdie. Hier's 'n ordentlike stuk coil hier agterin.
Yeah.
Julle kan sien,
Then we have the diffs. Yeah.
sturdy, ordentlik gebou daar binnekant.
And the axles, they also.
And this, so I guess the prop shaft goes in here.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the prop shaft goes in there.
So it never gets wet and stuff like that.
It's a flotating prop shaft. So what happened is actually the axle, they also do an angle of 30 degrees.
Yeah.
So the whole system does a total torsion of 60 degrees, just to keep always the tire on the ground. And that's why the Unimog does what it does. It goes where other trucks or other buckets do not go. Due to that.
That's interesting.
So that means if you twist it, the whole truck, that goes almost a meter on ground difference, and you're still touching the ground.
That's huge, eh?
Yeah.
And in terms of just for interest sake, the engine and stuff like that.
So engine is a 218 horsepower engine, a 4-cylinder
Yes.
6-liter engine, very well known in the company as the OM924, which is known in the Artego and partially in the Axle. Sorry. So we take out of the shelf, but we design it different. So we have an 810 Newton meter torque, but a very flat table. We do not want to have peaks to reach speed. We want to have on off-road purpose, we want to have a flat and continuous power range. And that's why we have a very flat and long table of torque.
Yes, that's...
Consumption, there are no official records.
That says it all.
Because it's depending how you drive an off-road. So I'm to be honest, I'm using a very nasty expression. I'm a prick off-road.
Yeah.
And if I go to the ditch, I just press. Yeah.
Definitely.
So it's like South Africans say, I use in between, let's say, a liter for 3-4 kilometers. But colleagues of mine and other people, they use in between 5 and 7. A liter, 5 to 7 kilometers. Jesus.
On a liter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on a liter,
but that's
yeah.
it. But in any case, I mean, so ja, Carols, so 'n bietjie van 'n tegniese les hierso. Die Unimog, nou weet julle ook hoekom gaan die ding waar hy gaan. Groete, praat later.